are senior-friendly adventures on the Blue Line Trail in Carson City, the state capital and the home of some fun and surprising history. Mom and I arrived to meet Kyle Horvath from the Carson City Visitors Bureau. Hi, Kyle. Thanks for meeting us.
Absolutely.
This is my mother, Barbara.
Nice to meet you, Barbara.
Nice meeting you.
We're starting here at the Brewery Art Center, which is a stop on the Blue Line tour. It's right on the corner of King and Division, which is a really busy street on the west side, so it's really accessible. The nice thing is, this is the art center, so when you're done, you can hit up the 2 galleries that are here. We've got outdoor instruments that you can play, and then if it's in the summertime on a Saturday, there's the Levitt Amp Summer Outdoor Concert Series that is free. So it's a great place to start and stop your tour.
That sounds good.
Cool, well, let's go. This was the location of the first brewery in Nevada. So that actually is where, the beer was brewed. Originally, there was an underground tunnel that went from the brewery to the legislative building in the Capitol to get all of the lawmakers, their spirits. During Prohibition, of course, it was used a lot.
When did the Blue Line actually become a historic tour?
It was a little over a decade ago. It was a partnership with the Historical Society, tourism, and I believe redevelopment to come up with something to showcase the West Side. We added a lot more historic homes that weren't showcased. We added the audio tour on the app, and we're actually working with a local artist right now to redesign the map to give it a little bit more of an artistic flair.
The official name for the Blue Line is the Kit Carson Trail. There are 43 locations highlighted, which can be daunting if you're a senior and you're not sure about walking the whole thing. Consider instead walking some and driving some.
What's cool is in the afternoons you'll see people walking their dogs down here because it's all canopied, so the temperature's cooler over here. It gets shaded a lot quicker. So, as the sun's going down, this place becomes really, really active, which is people jogging, biking, walking their dogs.
Look at all the different types of trees just right here in your eyesight.
I don't think people think of Nevada as a tree-scaped area. Most people, when they think of Carson City, they think of, sagebrush desert, and they don't realize that we're up against the Sierra Mountains. Even though our native trees are pinyon, juniper, and cottonwood, there's a whole bunch of diversity that, you can plant here. So the Ferris house is a noteworthy extension to the trip that you should make because the Ferris family made 2 contributions that we still enjoy today. So George Washington Gale Ferris Sr. moved out from the Midwest and he brought a bunch of trees with him. He was an arborist. So all the trees on the Capitol grounds that you enjoy were actually planted by him. And then his son, Ferris Jr., he went on to invent the Ferris wheel that we enjoy today in all kinds of carnivals and parks to this day.
Interesting.
So, yeah, and ultimately it's kind of interesting that now Las Vegas has the world's largest Ferris wheel. So it started in Nevada and it's grown to whole new levels because of Nevada. The Krebs-Peterson home is most known for being the location where they shot John Wayne's last film, The Shootist. So it was filmed in 1976, but the magic of Hollywood, they came in, they dumped a bunch of dirt in the street, made it look like it was the original, the way it looked back in the day. So the facade of the house is in the movie, the front foyer is in the movie quite a bit, and as you can see,
there's John looking at us.
John looking out, greeting everybody as they come in. This next location, as cool as it looks, has an even better story. The original homeowner was Orion Clemens. He was the secretary for the territory before Nevada was a state. He was in charge of helping the governor out dictate everything that was going on. His brother Samuel Clemens came out to help Orion with some of the dictation and then later went on to change his name to Mark Twain. And as you all know, Nevada has amazing Mark Twain history with some of the stories that he wrote. Love this house. This is definitely one of the key ones that we send people to just because it has that Mark Twain history to it. So this, of course, is the Governor's Mansion, the flagship home of the Blue Line Tour. It's a working Governor's Mansion, so you will see the governor here every once in a while. They're constantly doing work on it. It's, decorated for every holiday season. So it's really it's an all-season stop. But the story behind it is there was a lot of debate about where the Capitol was going to be and, of course, where the Governor's Mansion was going to be. So the original landowners here, the husband would always go away on trips. And so while he was away on one of them, the wife decided that, Carson City was going to be the place for the Governor's Mansion, and she dedicated this land. She sold this land to the state for $10, which was very little money at that time as well. And so the husband didn't know it, and when he came back from his business trip, he was a town hero, and he didn't even know why. And so when the wife said, you need to stop going away on these business trips or there's going to be some more land sold, he couldn't really do anything about it because he was already the town hero. And so in 1909 through 1910, the Governor's Mansion was built, and here it stands.
What a great story.
Oh, that's funny.
I had never heard that one.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of funny what happens when you're away on business trips.
Oh, that is good.
They say you never stop learning from your mother, but today I learned along with her. I love that we were able to spend active family time together.